Hello guys, welcome back to Blues Fans TV. It's me, Sammy, and unfortunately I'm doing a review on one of the most embarrassing games I've seen for a long time. Sheffield 3, Chelsea 0. And mate, I'm not even angry anymore. I'm just like, I'm so used to it. The team is so bad. There's just so many things I can say that's wrong with this team at the moment. People talk about Kepa, people talk about the centre-backs, the managers. There's so many things that's going wrong right now where you can't pinpoint just one thing. And it's going to take a while for this issue to stop, because we can fix one thing, but if the other mistakes are still there, it's not going to change anything. For example, our defence is terrible. We have terrible centre-backs. We have 3 centre-backs that need to be next to a world-class player or world-class centre-back to actually perform well. For example, when we won the league with Conte, David Luiz looked like the best centre-back in the world because not only he was good, he was guided by a legend, John Terry. He was guided by experienced Gary Cahill. We've got Zuma and Chris Innocent. I've said that wrong, but they are 2 young, unexperienced players in the Premier League. Same as Rudiger, he's only been in the Premier League 1 or 2 years. They are unexperienced, not big players, so they're still learning. They're going to make more mistakes. They just need guidance, they need experience, and just throwing them all in the deep end is bound to make mistakes. I don't know why it's a shock that we have a poor defence. We've had a poor defence for years. So now getting rid of Terry, getting rid of Cahill and Luiz, our most experienced centre backs, it's common sense that our defence is going to get even worse. And there's no point in buying Ziyech and Werner if we're going to have no centre backs. We are literally going to be like Liverpool, that the team that was Liverpool was like a few years ago, where they had amazing attack. They had Salah, Mane, Firmino, but they had such a bad defence. It was just drawing every week when they just wasn't getting the results they wanted. And right now, I actually think that's us next season. We're going to have Ziyech, Werner. We're going to score 4 goals but concede 10. A bit exaggeration, but that's just how it's going to be, isn't it? There's just no point. But another thing I'm disappointed in today. Before you lot hate on me, I'm a Lampard in. I'm a Lampard fan, and I trust his process. I think he's done well for what he's done. And I think the players let him down, but he got it wrong today. And I can't stress this enough. You cannot have attacking football against certain teams in the Premier League, and you cannot have attacking football if you do not have a defence. I don't know why everyone thinks if you play well, you get results. Arsenal played one of the best football in England for about 10 years and they didn't win nothing. Remember, they didn't win a trophy for about 10 years or 9 years. But they always played better than Chelsea, but we always beat them. You've just got to be smart. Teams like Sheffield, West Ham, teams that do not play to win, teams that are weak, always park the bus. There's nothing wrong with parking the bus, by the way. I'm actually a fan of it. When you play against someone who parks the bus, they want you to come to them. They want you to like run, and then they just do one killer pass, one counter attack, and they score. And that's how we always lose. How did we beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League? We parked the bus. How did we beat Man City 2 weeks ago? We parked the bus and we killed them on Pulisic's counter. I know there's a difference between smaller teams and bigger teams, but you cannot play attacking football if you do not have the centre backs. Yes, we can charge all our men up in attack, but if we've got no centre backs, we're just going to get punished. So it's just common sense. So Lampard needs to be a little bit more defensive. Yes, attack less. It's going to be less eye-catching, but I don't care. Winning trophies and winning points is more important than fancy possession on a stats board. Do you really care about stats? Come on, guys. Conte won the league playing defensive football, 3 at the back, which was technically 5. We won the league. Jose Mourinho, park the bus, legend. He won everything apart from the Champions League. He was defensive in all these other teams. He won everything. Sarri tried to play attacking football. We didn't get the results we wanted, but he did do a decent job. But we don't have the team for it. Lampard's doing the same thing, but we do not have the team for it. Is it Lampard or the club's fault? Right now, I think it's a bit of both. Why are we looking at Havertz? If we can afford a centre-back and Havertz, get them all. But if we only got a small budget, forget Havertz, forget all these attacking players, buy some centre-backs. We need a world-class centre-back to look after our defence. We need a leader that's going to bully the other smaller guys, the younger guys, and they're all going to look up to them. We need a world-class centre-back, or it's not going to work. Azpilicueta is a right-back, so he's not got the same leadership in the middle as what John Terry and Cahill had. But like I said, we're going to have the same problems next year, even if we've got Werner and Ziyech. If we've got no centre-backs, we're back to square one, and the tactics need to change. I'm sorry, Lampard, I'm against you today. I'm not Lampard out, but if you do not understand why we got counter-attacked today and counter-attacked last week with West Ham, and we still play the same in the future, there's a problem, and we need to realise that you have to ruin the opponent's play. Personally, if I was the manager today, I would have parked the bus against West Ham and Sheffield today, because that's their plan against us, and then they would have to naturally push out to us, and then we just slap on Pulisic or Willian, whatever, to counter them, and that's exactly how we scored against City. And I think that's the way forward until we have a good centre-back, a good defensive line. Reece James has been terrible since lockdown. I don't know why, but till we've got a good back four, a decent midfield, and then obviously we've got new strikers for next season, that's when we can risk and gamble, go and attack and send everyone up, because we've got a good team behind us that can win the ball back. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit angry because that game is embarrassing. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. We just hit 100k. Thank you for everyone who subscribed and supported our journey. And make sure you watch the other guys' reviews. I think Sophie did a really good watch along. And I'm about to upload a 10-minute montage of everyone's reviews from the channel. So it's a chance to get you guys on the channel. But anyway, take care guys, and I'll see you soon.